Amanda the Adventurer is filled with secrets and lore, but the events of the story stretch quite a bit across the timeline. In this video, I'll take you back to the very beginning of events and we'll traverse the timeline and uncover what we know. The story starts all the way back in the Middle Ages, a time officially distinguished as between the years 401 and 1499. In the year 1284, a piper wearing pied-style clothing arrives to the town of Hamlin. He offers to remove the rat infestation in exchange for a sum of currency. Upon using his pipe to play an enchanted melody, the rats of Hamlin follow the piper to the river and subsequently drown. Does this look familiar? The mayor, who had agreed to pay the piper, stiffs him, paying very little of the previously agreed upon amount. The slighted piper returns while the adults are in church and uses his enchanted melody to lure the children away, just like he did with the rats before, a pure act of revenge. What happened to the children after they were enchanted away is largely contested in various texts. Caroline's family, who is an associate of Cape Park, has been tracking a cult active in this time period since the Middle Ages through history. Somewhere between late 1996 and early 1997, Rebecca is born with an unknown last name. Between 1997 and 1999, Sam Colton would adopt Rebecca, giving her the Colton last name. There is no evidence to suggest when this adoption is performed, but Sam reveals that despite everything Amanda has been through, her outlook on life was an inspiration for him. A baby wouldn't have these experiences. Though the original show aired in 1999, it's safe to say Rebecca was probably adopted in late 1998 or early 1999. Sam moved kind of fast in adopting Rebecca and then creating the television show, to the point that I almost wonder if he was looking for a child to fulfill this role. I hope that's not the case, and I hope future games dispute that. Summer of 1999. Sam, inspired by Rebecca, creates the live-action Amanda the Adventurer television show starring Rebecca. Early 2000. Sam is approached after a storytime session at the Kinsdale Public Library by a representative of Hamlin, who praises Sam for his work and requests to talk for a bit. Late 2000. Hamlin purchases the rights to Amanda the Adventurer and begins the process to create an animated version of the show, with Rebecca remaining as the title character. 2001. Rebecca is told to read words that are homophonic of demonic names such as Balaam, Baal, and Paimon. It is unknown if this is some part of a summoning, a ritual, communication, or a practice when the time comes. Or maybe it's simply recording for the show so that it be inserted later without Sam or Rebecca's knowledge. Researchers will later learn that the show has subtle mentions of demons and figures that tempt and deceive. This could be the source of some of those subtleties. Late 2001. Sam is declared missing. It is never stated, but someone at the Kinsdale TV studio, a family member, or a friend must have noticed his absence and reported him missing to the police. 3 weeks later, Hamlin cancels Rebecca's public appearances, citing that she needs time out of the spotlight to process everything that is happening. Late 2001 to March 2002. Without Sam's presence, Rebecca is likely refusing Hamlin's instructions. Hamlin members attempt to get Sam to record a video statement encouraging Rebecca to trust them. He refuses, but using post-production tools, they manage to make a video of him that progresses Hamlin's goals. Seeing this video, Rebecca concedes and does as told. March 8, 2002. Rebecca is brought into a room with the director of Hamlin and given a contract to sign. A scientist observes and takes notes. This contract is likely of an enchanted nature, a contract with a demon, so to speak, as opposed to a legal binding document. Especially when Hamlin is already doing evil things to begin with, a legal contract doesn't really make any sense to go through. Rebecca is then escorted into a room maintained by locks and security personnel. With Sam not in the picture and Rebecca cooperating, Hamlin likely wasted no time here, moving forward with their plans. I wouldn't be surprised if this is also the exact day that the process to transfer Rebecca into Amanda took place. At this point, there's events that occur over a 15-year gap that don't have precise dates, but we can make speculative and also educated guesses at what took place. By the way, this timeline will likely change and get additions if an Amanda the Adventurer 3 game arrives, so make sure you get subscribed to keep up with the latest. Middle 2002. Newer Amanda the Adventurer episodes start to display sigils, subtle mentions of demons, and dangerous lessons under the guise of new adventures. Around 2003, Jordan Cook, a child, vanishes without a trace while watching Amanda the Adventurer. 8 months later, another child, Lauren, with an unknown last name, also vanishes in a similar fashion. Kate Park states meeting with David and Caroline about her findings. Peter is brought on shortly after these meetings start. Kate mentions someone provided 2 original tapes of the show and that there are more. Peter thinks Hamlin is a company shroud for a cult that's been practicing since the Middle Ages. They could be something else, but we don't have information for that yet. They practice a religion thought to be extinct. 2017. David is missing from the last meeting tape, likely having already been killed. Rebecca makes contact with Kate. The trio argue and can't agree on whether to take action or to remain in the shadows. Rebecca has been entangled in this for 15 years, is volatile, and may not be able to be trusted. Keep in mind, if Rebecca can be saved, she's around 20 years old at this point. Caroline and Peter are eventually killed. Kate likely has been able to investigate without being discovered, given that she was the acting librarian of Kinsdale Public Library up until her demise. 2018. Joanne Cook reaches out to Kate concerning her brother's disappearance. Joanne likely became a co-investigator from here. 2018 to 2023. Kate continues investigating and likely communicating with Amanda. 2023. Someone approaches Joanne and tells her she can free her brother by smashing the tapes. Joanne later thinks this was someone from Hamlin trying to get the tapes destroyed, maybe to hide the truth of everything that happened. Kate becomes worried and thinks Hamlin may know of her research. She sends a letter to Riley, ensuring her house goes to them. It also informs Riley that a tape is in the attic, hoping the research carries on. Joanne goes to Kate's house and demands the tapes be given to her and destroyed. An argument ensues, causing the Amanda's entity to appear. It attacks Joanne, but she escapes somehow after telling Kate to run. Kate records an audio tape urging Riley not to go down this path and let it go. It is unknown if an external force such as the monster or Hamlin caused this car accident. Riley takes possession of Kate's house and plays the tape they find in the attic, starting the events of the first game. That wraps up our timeline for now, until the next one. Thanks for watching.